Thank you, Presiding Officer. Housing is important. Good quality, affordable homes, as well as being good for health, support valuable local jobs. They're a good example of creating a well-being economy. I think we all agree that the best way to end homelessness is to prevent it from happening in the first place. Scotland does already have a strong framework of housing rights for those who are recognised as homeless or who are threatened with homelessness. Under Scots law, a person should be treated as homeless even if they have accommodation that would not be reasonable for them to continue to stay in. If someone is legally homeless, they're entitled to stay in temporary accommodation while the local authority checks eligibility for a permanent home. Local authorities have a pre-existing legal duty to help people who are homeless or at risk of being homeless. This legal duty includes providing information and advice on homelessness and the prevention of homelessness and offering temporary or permanent accommodation. The Housing Scotland Act 2001 established the right to review homelessness decisions and introduced the duty on registered social landlords to assist local authorities in rehousing homeless people. And anyone finding themselves homeless through no fault of their own must be entitled to settled accommodation in a local authority, housing association tenancy or a private rental, and not bed and breakfast or hotels for more than 7 days. The new proposals under the Prevention of Homelessness duties build on the strong housing rights that already exist in Scotland for people who become homeless. Homelessness is, of course, often a traumatic and unsettling experience that can have a profound impact on the lives of those involved, including children. It's right that early action should be a shared public responsibility, giving people facing homelessness more choice and control over where they live. That lack of choice can compound distress already being felt by the person experiencing homelessness. I strongly agree that those facing homelessness should have an appropriate degree of choice in where they live and access to the same accommodation options as other members of the public. A point made very well by my colleague Elena Whittam, expanding on the benefits of getting that right the first time. When talking about choice, I think it's only fair to acknowledge that in my constituency, demand is far outweighing availability of social housing. There are thousands of people, families, on waiting lists who find their choices severely limited and the situation that they find themselves in limiting. As we're discussing housing, I'll also take the opportunity again to mention the importance of rent affordability. Year-on-year increases when wages are not going up puts additional pressure on families at a time when household budgets are already stretched. Rent is the single largest cost for so many families. Getting the affordability bit of affordable housing right is crucial and can make a real difference to preventing poverty and improving people's lives. So the investment that the Scottish Government is making in both preventing homelessness and in building affordable homes is very welcome. And by building more affordable homes, we provide those warm, safe places for people to live. And intervening at an earlier stage and encouraging services to work together to respond to people's needs, we can ensure fewer people and families are faced with having to rebuild their lives affected by homelessness. Presiding Officer.
Thank you.